Angelie Soto. I am 33 years old currently. I went through an abusive relationship for a couple of years when I was about 23, 24 years old. An abusive relationship to me means when somebody mistreats you to a point where you start losing yourself. And by that I mean just thinking that you deserve to be treated badly. It's brainwashing, and really it's just if somebody makes you feel unhappy and controlled, it's abuse. The time that it happened, I was really confused. I wasn't sure what went on. It was shocking. And then I just sort of felt scared was my second reaction, because that's part of it. I guess they control you by kind of holding you hostage almost. So the first couple of times I just felt really, just a lot of fear, I guess. He was pretty manipulative, so he got into my head pretty quickly, and I think sometimes too you get caught up in this cycle, and sometimes you feed into the negativity and the abuse, and you start pushing buttons and things you shouldn't do because you want to hurt them back, but you can't do it physically. So sometimes you try to play games, and it turns into this big cycle. So I didn't leave for a number of reasons, but some of them were my own choice. I wanted to be there, and there's really no reason or rhyme as to why I stayed, but it gets really sticky. So at that point, 2 years into the relationship, it was happening all the time, and I was very angry at the time. To be perfectly honest, I was using drugs by then, and I was just really, really mad, and that was the outer reason. I think somewhere deep down inside, I just knew I couldn't live like that anymore, and I needed to do something better for my kids. And even after I left that relationship, it was a long, hard road for me to personally get back on track and start loving myself. But I think the reason that I finally left is just because I was just fed up and angry, and I wasn't going to take it anymore. Altogether, it went on close to 2 years. That's how long the relationship lasted, and the violence started right away. So it took me 2 years to kind of purge it out of my system, if you will. I was in the abusive relationship. Every day you would just wake up and you were unsure of how it was going to go. You were just walking on eggshells, and the other person was upset. You knew that it was going to be a bad day, and sometimes the day would start off well and something would happen and it would just turn. So there's just this whole different level of peace and love, and things are still tough. Relationships are never easy, but you're not afraid to be who you are or say what you want to say. Okay, so when I first left the relationship, I was very fragile and I was still pretty broken. But slowly over time, I've just kind of tried to reassure myself and tell myself that I didn't, deserve it, I guess. But it goes beyond that. You just have to learn to love yourself enough to know that you didn't deserve it and that you'll never deal with it again. So it's just a matter of maturing and being confident in yourself, and just having the guts to don't ever let anyone mistreat you. Okay, first of all, I would say get away. As hard as that is, you've got to just remove yourself from the situation. And even though you think you miss him and all that, that's all part of the manipulation. You don't deserve it. So that's step one, is to get away. Step two is just to start getting close to the people that are there to help you. Your parents, your brothers, your sisters, your friends, people that truly care about you, so that you can start receiving love in a healthy manner. And lastly, you have to just get on a road to love yourself, because that's truly the defining factor of allowing somebody to mistreat you or not to mistreat you, is if you love yourself enough to realize you don't deserve it. So if you are going through it, just hang in there, be strong, and get out.